Alright, what is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. First of all, happy 2020, everyone. Hopefully you guys had a really good New Year's, and I'm really just looking forward to moving forward into 2020 throughout playing One Piece Treasure Cruise. But, of course, there had to be some drama moving into the new year, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the community knows about this at this point, but while this was going on, I currently was not home, so I didn't have, the stuff with me to record a video or anything. I wanted to record a video about it, but here we are. So, as it stands right now, when I'm recording right now, obviously everything has been, I wouldn't say it's been fully resolved yet. We'll get to what they're going to be doing in a little bit. We'll discuss it all in greater detail. But I just want to give you guys a full rundown of the whole situation and then kind of just give my thoughts and opinions about it, because I know a lot of people have been asking me, especially on Twitter, people have been asking me about my opinions on the whole thing. I mean, obviously it was a pretty big bug, and in terms of just bugs in gacha games, this is up there with one of the biggest bugs of all time. It has to be, right? People could get literally infinite amount of gems, lots of other, items in game like tablets, almighty manuals, forbidden tomes. It was ridiculous. And if you guys saw my post on Twitter, you guys saw, I have on my account right now, I have like 2,500 of every tablet. I have 4,000 rainbow gems. It's crazy. And of course, that all will be changed. They are going to be fixing it. We'll go through that as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the actual issue. So here we have right here, this is a video from a user SgtSan who posted a video about how this actually worked. So basically, during the 55 million download Sugo Fest or celebration, do I actually have it? I do have the website still. So some people don't even know what these rewards were for. So this is what it was for. It was during the release of Luffy and Law, and where is it? It was this one, right? So this was dependent on how many runs that you did on your account in total. So on my account, I did 32,000 runs during this event period, well, overall from the account up until this event period, which means that I got these rewards here: 50 rainbow gems, 3 almighty manuals, 50 tomes, and 30 of each tablet. So these rewards were very, very good for veteran players, and essentially what happened is all of these rewards, no matter which bracket you were put into, you got these rewards over and over and over and over again. So this is what is highlighted here in this video, where this guy is picking up his mails, and then what happens is when you refresh your mailbox, when it refreshes, the mail will reappear, and like obviously this guy must not have had many rewards. He must have been on one of the lower thresholds. He must have been in this threshold here, but that legit means that if you're in this threshold, all of these mails would just keep repeating in your mailbox over and over again. So this is what people were doing. People, especially in these higher brackets, you could legit just keep spamming your mail and you'd get a billion gems, a billion tablets. Like, you could get everything. So that was what the major issue was. So from this, this actually went on for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe closer to 3 hours, like people were doing this for. So during that period, a lot of people were getting some pretty crazy rewards. Now, at that point, they ended up putting up a maintenance period for about 10, 11 hours. I'm not really too sure when it came out of maintenance. I know that it went on maintenance at 2:43 p.m. my time, which ended up being 1943 PST time, and I think it went for about 10, 11, or 12 hours. It was in that bracket there, and then after it, the game relaunched with some important notice information. So this is a follow-up to the big errors that occurred. Rainbow gems and items that were distributed through this error will be investigated and revoked individually. The following items will be subject to investigation: characters recruited through the use of rainbow gems gained through this error. So this means that if you got the rainbow gems from the mail and you used them to summon on one of the Sugo Fest that was available at the time, they are looking to revoke those characters that you summoned with these rainbow gems. Training points gained from exchanging characters through the above method. So again, through summoning as well, you would get a lot of Rayleigh points. They're looking to revoke those as well. Characters gained from special rare recruits exchanged at the bazaar using training points gained through the methods. So if, again, same with the Rayleigh points, if you use them to get one of those tickets, you'll get those ticket characters removed. Training points gained by exchanging characters recruited through the above method, of course, same sort of thing. We are currently investigating the affected characters. For other items, the following actions will be taken. So for the rainbow gems, which is probably the big thing that a lot of people were wondering about, erroneous amount of rainbow gems will be deducted from the current amount of the rainbow gems that you have. So, okay, so give you guys a quick rundown of what happened on my account. Obviously, I don't know about too many other people, but on my account, what happened is I picked up a bunch of rainbow gems. I did use rainbow gems to max out my box space, and that costed me about 180, 190 gems. And then I also used 60 rainbow gems to just do 2 summons on the banner, because at the time, my 2 other friends, Dilber and Cobby, were with us, and they decided to do some summons, and I just felt like joining in. But it was pretty cool. Either way, I did 2 multis, and I also spent 180, 190 gems to max out my box space. So in total, it was about 250-ish gems, I think. Yeah, about that. So that amount of gems is what I use. Now, before this glitch even happened, on my account, I had 740 rainbow gems. So this means that what's going to happen is however many gems that you spent during this period is going to be deducted from the amount of gems that you had before the glitch happened. So if before the glitch you had 50 rainbow gems, and then during the glitch you did like 1 billion multiples, that means that they're going to take away all the rainbow gems from you. So that will leave you with 0, because like 50 minus 1 billion is going to be 0. It's going to be into the negatives really, but they're not doing negative gems, which is a good thing, because I think a lot of people would be in a lot of strife if that was the case. So what's happening is a lot of people during this glitch are going to go to 0 gems. I'm really happy that I ended up pulling V2 Big Mom before this glitch happened. Otherwise, I would have been doing multi-pulls to pull the character. So I am going to be losing some gems out of this, but I'm still going to have a pretty decent amount because of the amount of gems that I had before the glitch occurred. So that's what's happening here, is all the gems that you got during this glitch will be revoked. If you used any gems during this period, they will be taken away from the amount that you had prior to the glitch. Hopefully that makes sense and you guys understand how that happens. So the next thing, characters. So this is also very important. So characters recruited using the erroneously sent rainbow gems will also be revoked. If you pulled any new characters during this period, they will be taken away from you. Characters recruited from the Sugo Fest using erroneously sent rainbow gems. Characters recruited from special rare recruits obtained from the Bazaar using training points obtained from the exchanging characters recruited from the above method. Any special rare recruits still not redeemed in your mail that was obtained spending training points gained from the above methods will also be voided. Exchange limits in the Bazaar will be reset for the applicable special rare recruits after the void have been made. Basically, any character that you summon for with these glitched gems will be also taken away from you 100%. Okay, moving on. Training points. Again, any additional training points that you got through summoning characters with those gems will also be taken away from you. Items is also pretty important. The following items that were erroneously distributed will be deducted from your current inventory. So, Absolute Almighty Manuals, Forbidden Tomes, the tablets, which is a big one, and I think that's it. Yeah, so the thing is here is with this, obviously, as you guys would know, as I just said before, I had like 2,500 of each tablet. I did end up rainbowing a few characters from that, so I don't really know how they're going to go about this. Does this mean that any tablet that I did use on a character to get them rainbowed, are those abilities going to be taken away from those characters? Because the thing was, I wasn't going to rainbow V2 Big Mom because she needed recovery bind tablets, and I know Douglas Bullet's coming out very soon because the Stampede Chopper Man missions are in game. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'd rather save the recovery bind for Douglas Bullet if I hypothetically pull him, which hopefully I can. So I was trying to save tablets for him, but obviously after this glitch happened, I had a bunch of tablets, so I started rainbowing characters out. This means that, you know, I only had 25 recovery bind tablets with this glitch occurring. So that means that all the tablets that I would have used to rainbow characters with recovery bind, they're going to be taken away, so I'll be left with 0 recovery bind tablets. I did use a lot of other tablets. I rainbowed out Legend Lucy, I rainbowed out Legend Corazon, I rainbowed out V1 Akainu 6+, so like all the Enrage, all the Crit, all of those tablets that I did use, I'm likely going to be going down to 0 of each of those tablets. So of course I am still losing on a lot of things here, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least that's happening rather than a ban. A ban would have been worst case scenario, and considering how many people abused the glitch, I am very, very happy that they didn't ban anyone. That would have been literally worst case scenario. The fact that banning a majority of the player base for a glitch like this, I think would have been such a terrible idea. So I think that this is probably the next best thing. Everyone says, oh, do a rollback. But I think, honestly, this is like the next best thing to a rollback, in my personal opinion anyways, as it stands right now. So then here we go. Caution, rainbow gems, items, and training points will not be deducted over your current amounts, which is what I was saying earlier. You will not go into a negative number of gems or items or anything. However, if a user is found intentionally using the erroneously distributed items after the maintenance, we will take actions based on the terms of service for One Piece Treasure Cruise. So this means that if you continuously abuse the amount of gems, continuously abuse the amount of tablets that you have, you will be put on the chopping block, basically. If a character subject to be revoked is formed in your crew, you may see an error in the crew menu. It is advised to remove such character from your crew. So that's what I'm saying. If you did pull one of the characters that you didn't have previously with these erroneously given rainbow gems, make sure to remove them from your crew because they will be obviously taken away from you. And if they're on your crew, you will get an error. So take them out of your crew. Do not put them anywhere. Just don't even touch these characters. So here's we got some like compensation coming up here. So token of apology. As a token of apology for the emergency maintenance, we're sending everyone 1 rainbow gem. Look, for a maintenance period that went for over 10 hours and was an error from the developer side, I think that 1 rainbow gem is not the best, honestly. I think that should have been a little bit more. Obviously, we can see there's going to be more given out here, which is cool, but it is what it is. Additionally, the following items will be sent to all users as a token for our apology for the error. The following items will be sent after all of the erroneously distributed items have been voided. The action is currently planned to complete by January 7th. So this is also a pretty big issue, right? I am not a big fan of the fact that they took a massive maintenance, right? It was like 10 plus hours of maintenance. And after the maintenance period, they didn't actually change anything. Everyone still has the gems, everyone still has the tablets, but they're basically just saying, if you use them, you're gonna get in trouble. So we have to wait an entire week for them to fix this. Now, I will say that I think a lot of people are expecting a lot from the developers because of this issue. You gotta see here that on the JP side of things, they've actually listed this. It's on global as well, but I've just found it here as well. The offices of Bandai Namco will be closed between the 28th of December to January 5th. This means that someone working at the developer desk literally had to come in during their holiday period to fix this issue. So they're going to be waiting until the end of their holiday break to, fix this whole issue in total, like to just fix everything for everyone. And I think a lot of people are expecting a lot. They are expecting the developers to come in during their holiday break and fix this for everyone, which I would like them to do that. But of course, you can't be expecting too much. And I think people out there are just being completely irrational. You got to think of this like logically, right? And especially like put yourself in their shoes. Like if you're on a holiday break and you got a free holiday break, and then they say halfway through your break you have to come in and do some work, I'm pretty sure you would say, fuck off. It is what it is, but you can see here that after this period, we are going to be getting some compensation. 50 rainbow gems, we get 5 of every forbidden tome, we do get 1 of each tablet as well, and 1 guaranteed skill up book. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the compensation. I think the compensation should have been a lot more, especially the tablet side of things. The fact that a lot of people are going to be losing a lot of their tablets, like myself included. The fact that you only get 1 of each tablet, not really a big fan of that. I don't like the fact that it is 50 rainbow gems. I feel like, because a lot of people are going to go down to 0 rainbow gems. Now, I'm not one of the people that are going down to 0 rainbow gems, but there are people out there that will be going down to 0 rainbow gems. And I think that giving them only 50, considering what's happened, especially with everything that's going to be happening with their accounts, they're going to get all their characters taken away from them. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But there we go. That's like the full rundown of everything that's occurred. Obviously, from Goodot here says no one is getting banned. There's no negative gems. Do not put characters on your crew. And that's basically it. Like, I don't really know what else to say. I think that out of everything that they could have done, like, this is not a terrible thing that they've done. All I think is I feel like the compensation should have been a little greater. But I think that considering what happened, I think we're very lucky that, no one got banned. Yet anyway, within this next week period, if you do continue to abuse the rainbow gems that are given out, you continue to abuse the tablets that were given out, that literally could be a big issue. So as long as you're not doing anything from now until when this issue is fully resolved, I think you will be okay. But basically, the full rundown is, I think that it's probably the next best thing to a complete rollback. I think a complete rollback would have been probably really difficult to do. They do say that they are able to identify what gems and what tablets were received from this era, so they're able to take away those specific ones. So if that is completely truthful, then I'm happy about that. But I know a lot of people have been tweeting me, a lot of people talking about it on Reddit, a lot of people have been talking about it on Discord about this entire issue, and I understand where everyone is coming from, but personally, I don't think this is the worst thing that they could have done. As I said, banning would have been the worst thing that they could have done. But that's it, I guess. I mean, there's not really much else to say. So anyways, we're going to leave this here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one of just running down this issue from start to finish. And look, I'm not a big fan of the fact that they have to wait until just January 7th to fix this issue completely. But once again, you have to be rational about it. They are on break. You can't be expecting too much. But the compensation could have been better. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.